This is the new update in Steal a Brainrot, and I'll show you how to get that $1 billion making new strawberry elephant. But we gotta understand what this new update is all about in the first place, starting with the new Ying mutation, which, if you've actually seen what it does from what Sammy has posted, and I'll show you right now, it actually gets you 7.5 times more dollars, or something along these lines here. So it is one of the best mutations possible in the game. It is really, really good, okay? And I actually thought it was some sort of trait, but it's not. It is like the galaxy one and the lava one and so on and so forth. So you can get this from the Yin and Yang event, you know, granting Brainrots with this mutation, and also different wheels with different gear as well, which is kind of nice. But let's also look at the other Brainrots that you can get. First is Toiletto Foracino, which is just a random mythic Brainrot, nothing too crazy here. We're just gonna go over that. Then you got the Brasilini Berimbini, a Brainrot god here, which is kind of like a fisherman type of thing. It's really weird. All of these are really niche because people don't really make these anymore for some reason. Like, at least none of them are really getting popular besides the ones that are appearing in the game. And this one that Sammy actually ended up showing us early, the Money Puggy, which is a new secret in the game, and they actually did a cool animation for him as well, and it looks super high quality. I really like what Sammy's doing here, and the quality itself for these characters is getting better and better. And then we also have just like a random secret that I don't know what it is anyways. Then new craftable Brainrots, another Sahur, Karker Sahur is now a thing. So he's like an evil Karker Sahur. It's like, yeah, he's like the chair, but evil, you know what I'm saying? So how much will this make? Probably upwards of like 10 million. It's gonna be a crazy one. And then yet another secret of the crafting machine, yet we don't really know what it is. And then last but not least, the duel ritual, which will require 4 duels, which Sammy has spawned a lot of, by the way. And then this can spawn 2 types of Brainrots. And it's actually very simple to understand what Sammy is talking about here. When he says, will you pass or fail, he refers to the new examen Brainrots. There's one where, you know, you get an A, and there's one where you get an F. Those 2 right there are actually the Brainrots that can spawn. You know, one of them. And maybe, just maybe, the F one will end up making more. I don't know. There's no way to know at the moment. However, that's really awesome. I genuinely really appreciate how Sammy doesn't just do, you know, the Los Dulcitos and the Los blah 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 and the Los blah blah blah. There's too many of those in the game, and it will only get worse if he, you know, stops doing stuff like this. So I really appreciate that. But now on to the main stuff. What can you do to get all these Brainrots and the Strawberry Elephant Yin and Yang mutation and whatnot? What do you need for it? Well, you need the Yin and Yang event to be active, which will be in this admin abuse, by the way. And then, of course, you will need the Strawberry Elephant to spawn. Now, Sammy cannot spawn him, like, automatically if he wants to. I mean, he can. Obviously, he can. But it's like, he's not gonna do it for any public server or whatever, which is pretty unfortunate. So what he can do is you can just get as much luck as possible and just hope that he appears. That's kind of the goal, I suppose. So try to buy luck if you don't have it already. Or throughout this new event, Sammy will probably trigger like 6 times luck or 8 times luck or stuff like that. So that right there will probably lead to something awesome happening in the game, and maybe it will appear. Who knows? But either way, that's kind of the only way to get him. But either way, if Strawberry like elephant makes like 250 million a second or 300 million a second, one of those two, then if you times that by like 7.5, yeah, upwards of 1 billion. More than that, way more than that actually. So most insane Brainrot in the game, 100%, and most insane mutation possible in the game, apart from Rainbow. All right, that's a whole different story. So when it comes to the other Brainrots, 4 of them you get from the, you know, you just get them in the game, simple as that. And then the other 2 you just craft, and that's about it. And then the last 2 you get from one of those rituals. So yeah, that's how you take advantage of this new update, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.